Assalamu alaikum. This is Dr. Shaida Wizarat, and I would like to discuss a few things regarding the Pak-Saudi Defence Agreement with you and the current situation in the Middle East. I think the timing of the Pak-Saudi Defence Agreement is very important. It was signed after Israel attacked Qatar, which gives the impression that Saudi Arabia is afraid of an Israeli attack. Uh, But actually, the situation is quite different. The defense agreement between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia is not related to Israel's attack on Qatar, and I will just discuss what are the factors that have caused this agreement to come about. I think Pakistan will get dragged in Middle Eastern conflicts, um, and I think we've had very bitter memories. I think the Palestinians have very bitter memory of Pakistan because in 1970, when General Ziaul Haq was posted, he was a brigadier and he was posted to Jordan. At that time, uh, there was this, he got involved in the conflict that was going on between Jordan and the Palestinians. And I think we are heading for a similar kind of a situation again. I think the Pakistan-Saudi agreement is related to Trump's idea to convert Gaza into a tourist resort. And if you have watched the Trump-Netanyahu press conference on 29 September, you remember that he mentioned, and it was also mentioned later on, that Saudi Arabia and Pakistan and United Arab Emirates and Qatar and Egypt and Turkey and Indonesia they're all on board, and they are all in agreement with Trump's plan to remove the Palestinians from Gaza and to convert it into a tourist resort. I think my feeling is that Palestinians will not agree to this kind of a plan to throw them out of Gaza and to establish a tourist resort on the dead bodies of the Palestinians who have been martyred by Israel. And I think when Pakistan and Saudi Arabia and all these countries are on board, then the Palestinians will start resisting and they might start attacking. There might be infights and there might be fights between the Palestinians and the Saudis. And that is when the Pakistan-Saudi Defence Agreement will come handy, and Pakistan will be asked to take care of the Palestinians who are fighting Saudis and Saudi interests. That is my major worry, that this is where we are heading, that Pakistan will be fighting the Palestinians and taking military action against them. Because my impression is that, for so many years, the United States, UK, and Europe tried to prevent Pakistan from getting a nuclear power. But now that we've got it, they are trying to ensure that this nuclear power and Pakistan's military might is used against oppressed people, and it is used against people who are fighting against the treatment meted out to them by international powers. And I think that is why Ms. Shama Junejo was included in the Pakistan mission to the UNGA. And I think that is why Israel was asked, I think the United States must have asked Israel to apologize to Pakistan to bring about some sort of better relations between Pakistan and Israel. And also there was this discussion, Al Arabia English program Counterpoints, in which there was this Ruth Weserman, who's a former Knesset member, is a former Israeli Knesset member. And in that program, she said that Israel has zero intent of being an aggressor towards Saudi Arabia. She said there are no plans of Saudi Arabia and Israel getting into a fight. And the reason is that they're all going to be on board. And that is why I think the fight will not be between Israel and Saudi Arabia, but between Saudi Arabia and the Palestinians. And that is where Pakistan will come in and fight on behalf of the Saudis. I would also like to know, and I think the people of Pakistan would like to know, um, what is Pakistan getting from all these defense agreements? For example, the defense agreement between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. Um, I have yet to come across the detailed defense agreement between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, except the phrase that an attack on Saudi Arabia will be considered an attack on Pakistan, and an attack on Pakistan will be considered an attack on Saudi Arabia. Besides that, what are the other details? And there are also rumors that a defense agreement with Qatar is also about to be signed. Now, Pakistan is militarily very strong, and Pakistan, we have gone through very difficult times to attain this military might, and we've gone through very difficult times to become a nuclear power. Now, if Pakistan is going to be protecting other countries through its military strength and through making its nuclear umbrella available, then I would like to know, and people of Pakistan would like to know, what is Pakistan getting out of these agreements? And I want to know why we keep all these defense agreements confidential. In the past, Pakistani governments have kept agreements on minerals, etc., confidential, because the reason was that Pakistan didn't get very much out of these mineral deals, and most of the benefits went to those in the corridors of power in Pakistan who signed these agreements. So that is why the people of Pakistan have become rather cynical, and they want to know whether this time around, whether Pakistan is going to get anything for the defense deals that it is signing with these countries. And there is also still talk about Pakistan being reviewed, Pakistan's economy being reviewed by the IMF. Is Pakistan going to continue to continue to go to the IMF with its begging bowl? And is Pakistan going to provide protection to rich Gulf states, including sharing the nuclear umbrella with them, and still be going to the IMF with its begging bowl? If the government of Pakistan doesn't want Pakistani people to harbor misgivings about Pakistan's defense agreements with the Gulf states, I think it will have to make these defense agreements public. We would like to know what is Pakistan getting out of them, and we would also like to know that even if we are getting a lot of money, I think we should not get involved in Middle Eastern politics. We should not get on board and try to suppress people who are already suppressed. We should not try to give protection to people who are getting on board on agreements which are very unfair, which amount to driving the people of Palestine out of Gaza and bringing in international community to live and enjoy there on the dead bodies of Palestinians that have been martyred by Israel. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.